My dear friends, then Brahmaji shouted, "Stop right there, get out of my planet. I don't want Lord Vishnu's disgust burn us all away just because of you, your folly. We all just submissively obey the law beneficial to the whole world. So please leave." Durvasaji left. The scorch was growing intense. He ran down towards Lord Shiva's abode. Pahimam, O Lord of the universe, protect me. And Lord Shiva said, "Unable to help you, ascetic, his Maya is impenetrable by all of us, including Kapil Dev, Dharma and Asuri and Apantartama and many. And this is his weapon which I had given him. This is transcendental, means my own self. So how can I save you when I am about to burn you myself under the dictum of my intimate friend? But your coming to me must bear fruit. So now you must go to Bhagavan Vishnu himself. Delay not, fly fast, or you might get barbecued on the way anyway. Oh, now Durvasaji understood the point, and he ran with all his might. He entered Vaikuntha Lok and saw Bhagavan Vishnu seated peacefully with goddess of fortune Lakshmi Devi. The missile still scorching him. He cried out, unaware of the power of your unwritten law, O Lord. I have committed an offense against a beloved of you, Holy Lord Bhagavan Narayana. By mere utterance of your divine name, even a hellish creature gets liberated. I am falling at your feet. Please protect me from this deathly missile. Durvasa's cry echoed around, all felt pity, and Bhagavan looked at the face of his consort Lakshmi Devi and then replied, Aham Bhakta Paradhino Yasvatantraiva Dvija Sadhu Virgrastharadayo Bhaktair Bhaktajana Priya. Durvasaji, I am not free at all. I am entwined and trapped in the bonds of serpentine love of my devotees. I cannot move a single inch without permission. Nahamatmanamashase madbhaktai sadhuvirvina Sriyam chatyantikim brahman yesham gatiraham para. I am so possessed and mesmerized and obsessed with my devotees that off and on I feel even my most dear wife, this goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, and even my own self as stranger, as foreigner, yes sir, is far more alien than the iceberg of Greenland to a resident of Kilimanjaro. And listen, just wait a minute. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam toham madanyate na jananti naham tebhyo managati. The sadhus are my very heart and I am theirs. They do not recognize anyone else dearer than me, nor do I know in the least anyone else dearer than them. And Durvasaji, I know the missile is scorching you all the more, and I am also worried if you are roasted and barbecued and fired and fried up, fell down on the happened to be America, they will convince up all gullible Hindus that now even gods in heaven eat human meat, so you all must eat now. They will have strong evidence. Still, I cannot do anything for you, but of course coming to me must bear fruit. So, he said, मोको अति प्यारे साधु उनकी अगाध मति करो अपराध तुम सयो कैसे जात है धाम धन वाम सुत प्राण तन त्याग करे ढरे मेरी ओर निशि घोर मोसो बात है मेरे ऊ न संत बिनु और कछु साचो कहो जाओ आई ठौर जाते मिटे उत्पात है बड़े ही दयाल सदा दीन प्रतिपाल करे न्यूनता न धरे कहूँ भक्ति गात गात है Oh, I love my sadhus so much. They have unfathomable heart and you tried to kill him. Oh, how can I bear even your sight? Sacrificing all, they keep talking about me. All day, all night long, I feel no other duty but to take care of them. Therefore, you must rush right away to take refuge in that royal sage Ambarish. And do not just stand there, stern as palm tree. Bow down to him, beg pardon, beware. It must not be just a silly lip service. Your regret should not be coming just from your throat. Feel too much pain at least as much you have poured on him, so that your apology should flow from your heart. And Bhagavan paused and continued, worry not, he is too big and merciful. My love is filled throughout each courses of his limbs. There is no reason, there is no room to hold grudges against you. O Durvasa ji, therefore run down to him now, please go. Brahman tadgacha bhadram te nabhagatanayam nripam क्षमापय महाभागम ततः शांतिर्भविष्यति. Then only you will be free from trouble and then will peace come on you. Bhagavan Vishnu said and dismissed him. While still being scourged by the Messiah, Durvasa ran down to Mathura. He saw in the bank of Yamuna, surrounded by groves under the canopy, the king is still standing waiting for him. Durvasa fell down at his feet. Ambarish ji felt much ashamed and sore stricken with compassion, folded his palms in honor and prayed to Sudarshan Chakra. Tvam Agni Bhagavan Suryas Tvam Somo Jyotisham Pati Tvam Apastvam Kshitirvyomo Vayumatrendriyani Cha Yadino Bhagavan Prita Eka Sarvagunasraya Sarvabhutatma Bhavena Dujo Bhavatu Vijvara. O invincible missile of thousand spokes, you are the fire of fires. You are the sun, the moon, the luminaries, the water, the earth, the sky, the air, five senses hail to you. Please spare the life of the Brahmin. Still nothing happened. Then King Ambarish, if I have donated, he said, if I have donated well enough, worshipped and followed dharma well enough, if the Lord of all excellences is pleased on my perspective of always being able to find none else but him, Bhagavan Vishnu, in all individuals, then by the power of this truth, let this Brahmin be rid of this trouble. Right then, in front of everybody's sight, the blazing missile cooled down. Relieved, Durvasa applauded, breathing heavily, applauded the emperor and spoke aloud in ecstasy. Aho Anantadasanam Mahatvam Dishta Madhyame Kritagasopi Rajan Mangalani Damiyase. Wow! Today I saw the supremacy of the devotees of Bhagavan Vishnu embracing the hallowed feet of Lord. Your heart has become extremely kind-hearted. Oh, how great! You so easily pardoned my attempt of your assassination. Now I know the glory of divine love is not in display of superpowers, not in enormous wealth, but in wishing well even for serious attackers like myself. Why not? Oh, indeed, what is hard for the sadhus who have caught God and put him inside their bag hanging under their armpit? Jai Sangrihito Bhagavan Sattvakam Shivavari. Sukadevji has used this special word Sangrihito means collected God. It does mean nothing is difficult for the sadhus to attain who have collected and carry God in their armpit, in the bead bag all the time. My dear friend, all along, neither Ambarish nor Durvasa had eaten food at all. Now the king respectfully set him and feasted most delicious prasadam. After that he worshipped him and gave ample donations. After he left, King Ambarish took his meals with all his friends and family members. Great celebration continued. The news spread far and wide. It reached the gymnasium of Mithila state. Princess fell in love with the king. She told the royal family that she will marry none else but King Ambarish alone. Her father was happy. He sent his priest with a letter of engagement. The king read and said, "How could I marry? I have already many wives and I have no time even to talk to them. All my time is completely dedicated to Bhagavan Vishnu. Please tell this to the princess." The priest returned and said, "The king is not interested." Princess sent him back with message, "I know you are the knower of righteous path and have no intention for worldly involvement, but it is your divine love alone which has fascinated my heart, and I have already adopted you as my husband. I am warrior lady Kshatriya Kanya and princess. I will never marry anyone else." The priest came to the king again. Then the king listened to the message and was thrilled, and he said, "I don't have time to waste in silly formalities of wedding ceremony. Take my sword and go around the sacred fire with it and come to me as my wife." The priest handed over the sword. The princess was ecstatic. She did as told and came to Ambarisha's capital in bridal dress. Both saw each other's devotion printed countenance and sank in deep love. King Ambarish ordered for a new shining palace and offered it to the new queen with all the luxuries possible. The book Ram Rasikavali describes past life story of both, my dear friends. At night she went to Ambarisha's palace. He was out, so she cleaned the temple and pots and altar and returned. When the king came and saw all services well done artistically, he was surprised and wondered, who is it to steal away my service wealth? It continued for many days, and on fourth day the king saw her and asked, O queen, what are you doing? Why do you steal away my service wealth? Queen Subuddhini said, Sire, how can this be a stealing when it is a wealth? As you said, I have equal share in half of it. I am your Ardhangini. And the king said, ऐसो मन जोपे प्रभु माथे पधराइए. If you are so serious in it, please have your own temple and deities. Thus try enjoying the whole 100% as I do. लई बात मानी मानो मंत्र लय सुनायो कान. She took it as seriously and respectfully as mantra initiation from the Holy Guru, and right next day she got her own temple and deities. With her costliest gold and gems she decorated her temple, man-sized dark blue sapphire Krishna and gold Radha stood on the pearl throne as if reciprocating each and every gestures and offerings made to them. करत सिंगार फिर आप ही निहारी रहे, लहे नहीं पार दृग झरी सी लगाई है. Doing service and decoration, she would become still and wrinklessly gaze at their beauty. Shower of tears wetted her face, and the sea of love in her heart rose in high tides. Grand feasting and music performances continued on. Day and night, truckloads of bhandara, food distribution and worship and yajna materials were coming to her palace. Sadhus were rushing for delicious feast towards her dining hall. Bhajan and Kirtan echoed and resounded throughout the city. It is said 1,000 lifetimes practice of penance and meditation and samadhi cleanses one completely, then entrancing love of Krishna awakens. That's why to maintain purity, drop that person taking his face inauspicious as the moon of the fortnight, whose heart does not enthrall seeing the beauty of Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the temple. The perfume of Queen's devotion reached Naradji. Naradji came skywalking, and he saw all what's going on, and he just felt blissed out. He was worshipped and feasted with 56 items of real prasadam. Naradi ate all to his fill, ate them all to his fill, and kept some. Then he went to Ambarish and was welcomed with great jubilation. Well, wherever I went, I used to praise your way of loving God, but no more. The next door queen surprised me, surpassed you. She left you far behind. Eat this prasadam and see yourself. Ambarish ji ate and was filled with all 8 symptoms of devotion. Mrishana hoy dev rishi bhasha, avasi dekhi yahi dekhan jogu. So रिपवो सुनत अब लागी चोक,